Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Indiana Hoosiers taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The offense lining up for a first down play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's King. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he tacked on the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this this offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The give to the tailback. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th and goal.
No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Keene. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Indiana 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break.
Let's go! Black 24! Black 24!
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield. It's Keene. Makes his connection.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. On the move, it's Thomas. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this from your defense.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Off play action. Going for the big play. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in too.
Off he goes! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right. He sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Raven.
Oh, it's a reverse. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Gets open down the middle. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That 1st quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
Makes the grab. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. He's right on target.
That's a really nice route there by the slot receiver on the slant. He took his time, he set up the DB, put his foot in the ground, crossed his face.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Powers through the defender. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Keene. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's got it on the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Corners are going to bail. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Get set, get set.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to outflank them on the jet sweep. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
For a jet sweep to work, you've got to have a lot of speed with the ball carrier, but how about the blocking downfield by his fellow receivers and his teammates going downfield and getting a hat-on-hat? Nice job.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll give it to the back. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Parker. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Going up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to run it. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves in.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, the things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Steps away to find some room. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes are on the move.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. Follow the blocker. the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're... over Cal. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Quick completion to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Brooks. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 35, Indiana 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Black 24. Black 24. Get set. Get set.
They go to the ground. The Hoosiers get enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Indiana! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but You've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Take over. First and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Indiana, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get at it.
And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. First down for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. Jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. The Jimmys and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, that sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week. that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. And they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go